You guys, I'm finally doing it. Lithe skateboards. We are entering the space age. Take a look at this thing. I mean, it's green and neon-y, and it definitely makes a first impression. And my first impression is this exact same as somebody at a distributor that I just went to. I said, hey, take a look at this. What is your first impression? And he immediately goes, well, it looks like a toy, and the graphic is horrible. That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. It's like, it looks kind of embarrassing to ride. Like, I wouldn't want to take this to the cool guy skate parks. But looking past that, as a carpenter and as somebody who has skateboarded for over 25 years, when I look at this, I actually see one of the most sophisticated skateboards I have ever seen. But I've got to wonder who they are marketing this to, because it's not to me. So it is shiny, glass shiny on the top. And that must be whatever epoxies they're using. They have brought it to like a crazy glass finish. The bottom is slick and shiny. So the good news is, if you love the graphic, it'll never wear off. The bad news is, if you hate the graphic, it'll never wear off. But anyways, let's look at this. So I believe what this has is like this crazy band of polymer that's about maybe 1.5 inches or so all around here. And then it gets smaller right here, and it turns into like a 1/2 inch band all the way around the board. So the idea behind this is that this is going to be chip resistant and razor tail resistant. And up until now, chipping your boards or getting razor tail are the two biggest things that haven't been able to be solved by carbon fiber decks, which is what this is, a carbon fiber deck. But anyways, that's a lot of talking about it, and I'm gonna lose you guys if we don't set this up and start riding it. I'm gonna set this up on my Indy Forged Hollow 139s. One thing they've done is they've pre-countersunk the holes on the top for whatever reason. So actually, kind of appreciating that right about now. This is 7/8 hardware. Look how much it's sticking out. They don't even make smaller hardware. I'm also going to be putting on these 99A Radial Slim Formula 4s. So these should feel pretty nice on here. Ready to roll. Okay, I haven't even tried to pop this thing yet. Still kind of feels like a skateboard, a little bit. Whoa. All right, a lot like a flight deck, it has like this band of strength in here, and it feels mushy on the outside of the nose and tail. It's a very flat feel right here. Steep kicks, very flat concave. It's kind of a weird board. It's gonna take a while just to get used to that. I'm gonna try a few slides. It's a slick, so I don't know what to expect on it. It actually feels pretty good. It wasn't like overwhelmingly slick, just kind of nice. All right, we're just gonna mess around on this. No crazy lines, just tricks. See how it feels. this way. Yeah. Oh. Well, that was a save, huh? Oh. This board is weird, you guys. It's like the green, the way it feels soggy, so it's flexy, but there's a whole bunch going on here, and it like kind of makes me not want to like it until I start trying tricks, and then it works out fantastically well. It's kind of like very mixed emotions on this board, you guys. First impressions.
Even though these neon tips kind of give it a toy-like look, and it's almost less stable in a way, it doesn't actually flick that bad, but it does look kind of weird with the graphic and stuff.
Yeah.
Slick though.
Slick. Well, the honeymoon is over, you guys. So this is my second day on this board. And I think just the initial surprise of the fact that Austin and I could actually still do our tricks pretty well on this deck that looks really weird and feels quite weird was like such a big surprise and a novelty that we mistook it for maybe being better than it actually is. Because now on the second day, now that the novelty is worn off, I'm able to kind of pick out a lot of the idiosyncrasies. So I'm gonna make a second video, like an actual proper review of this board where I get into all that stuff. But right now, I don't have the time. What I do want to get into though is my first impression of this board. My general feeling about this is one of very mixed emotions. So on the one hand, as somebody who loves skateboarding, as somebody who loves checking out new technology, I'm really impressed. I mean, I think this is like some of the best technology that we've ever seen in skateboarding. And so where that mixed emotion comes in is that it's wrapped up in such an off-putting package. So I genuinely think these guys are doing themselves a disservice by having a skateboard that looks like this, because I don't think they're going to be taken seriously. The skateboard industry is a weird place, and you know, you've got like the YouTube skate community and you've got the whole other skate community. And I do believe that just the look of this and the fact that you see it on a lot of the really YouTube-y channels is going to relegate a board like this to the sort of fringe YouTube place. Until they make one that people aren't going to be embarrassed to ride at their local park, I don't think they're going to be able to gain mainstream credibility in the skate industry. And maybe they're not going to. But the one thing that they are going to do is they're providing people with really good technology to copy. Now, that being said, I would actually rather see the people who are coming up with this get the credit for it. So Lithe, seriously consider putting out some boards that look better than these ones, that have a more general appeal, a better aesthetic. Because I personally believe you're shooting yourself in the foot. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to ride this thing till the end of the week, and then I'm going to pick it apart and let you guys know all of the little things that could be improved to make these feel like a really good skateboard, regardless of how they look. You know, because you know what? You can fix this with a can of spray paint. And in fact, if this was like all spray painted white, then the parts that got scratched started coming through, that would actually look really cool. Anyways, that's all I have to say in this video, you guys. So thanks for watching. More to come soon. And I'm tired and sunburnt, and I don't want to do one of my classic outros. So go skate. And, you know, go ride your not super expensive skateboard. Your flight board, your VX board, your Walmart board. I don't care what you're riding. Just go ride it.